What's up, adventurers? My name is Platinum Phoenix, and welcome to the finale of the Subspace Emissary. Last time, we completed the entire bottom left of this segment, as well as going up into the left of the map. I actually completed more than I was expecting to last episode, just because we got everything done so quickly. So we did the extra up and to the left part. This time, we are doing these last 6 battles that you can see on screen, as well as the final boss. So, let's go ahead and get into it. Also, while I'm exiting, I did re-randomize in between episodes, which is why I'm now Yoshi. But I would recommend very heavily that you have a character that's good with verticality, has very good vertical mobility, is what I'm trying to say. Because this next part, you might be able to guess where we're going if I'm saying vertical mobility. Um, but you just want somebody that doesn't have a hard time with like jumping and everything, which I got very lucky with Yoshi. If I don't die fighting Lucas. The very interesting fight. I kind of just stood there and took that up smash that he charged. But this is what I was talking about. Goodbye, Prim Mid. But all we have to do is climb up here. Oh, I was hoping I wouldn't be hit. God damn it. Basically it's the exact same as the original stage of the Ice Climber stage was. Which means it's the most annoying stage in the game. As you can clearly see. I'm just going to try to take this one out, because without that one, this becomes much easier. Speaking of which. And now we just need to climb up here. But this episode, I wanted to actually talk about the creation, I guess the announcement of how this game was announced and then created. So this game was actually announced at the E3 in 2005, which, you know, is a little while ago. Just good 2 decades. Also, we're skipping this door at first. My map is technically wrong when it comes to that part. But we want to skip that. God damn, all the way back down? But like I was saying, the president of Nintendo announced Brawl at the E3 in 2005. And Sakurai, who is the director of the game, was surprised about it because he was never told what was that it was happening until the announcement. It was actually the day after the announcement that the president of Nintendo talked to Sakurai to ask him to be the director of the game, which, you know, it's kind of a ballsy move to announce a game without having somebody to create it, but it did give us this game, so I guess I'm okay with it. We just take out Lucario so I don't have to deal with it. Also, this is the part where my map was wrong. It just tells me to go to the left in that part. I'm actually going to refresh my characters real quick. What do we have before we get back to the story of Brawl? That's 22. That is Link again. 17 is Mr. Game & Watch. And then that is 8, which is Pikachu. But getting back to the story, as we make our way back down this mountain, which is significantly easier than going up. Yeah, it was the day after the announcement of Brawl. they didn't actually announce it as Brawl when they first announced it. They just announced it as the next Smash game. But after the day after the announcement, the president of Nintendo talked to Sakurai about being the head director or just the director for Brawl. And obviously, Sakurai said yes because the game exists. But if he had said no, something interesting would have happened. In the fact that the president of Nintendo actually said that he would have just made a port of Melee instead of making a whole new game, and the only new feature would have been that goddamn being juggled by the ice climbers. Just be gone, ice climbers. Thank you. Thank you for listening and exploding at that. But the only new feature that would have been added with the port of Melee to the Wii would have been Wi-Fi capabilities. So it would have been... Check my map real quick. It would have been a basically a direct same game, but the ability to fight online, kind of like how the newer games have online capabilities. That's King Dedede. That is Pokemon Trainer. And the next one is Donkey Kong. Another new character we have not been able to play as yet. We've actually got a really good variety of characters so far through this method of random number generation is what I'm trying to say. I believe I need to be fired straight up. Yes, because we have another fight right here. I think this is the third to last one, and it's Ike. Playing another character that I'm not great at against a character that likes to hit hard. Okay. Hell of a shield, Ike. Hell of a counter, Ike. God damn. I'm being outread by the machine. Somehow he counters the super fast knee, but then he fails to counter King Dedede's hammer, which is one of the slowest moves in the game. That makes sense. Nothing has ever made more sense, ever. We're just gonna re-up the characters since we're right here again. Who do we get now? 18 is... Falco. Yeah. 3 is Link for, I think, the third time this episode. Then Yoshi, and then Pikachu. Link, I think by far has been the most used character from this random number generator. Out of 31, really likes the number 3 for some reason. Don't ask me why. We have 2 characters here, and I want to do the top one first. As I'm being... Jesus Christ. Big Grimmage, why? I don't need the stickers for obvious reasons. Obvious reasons are obvious. But we just need to run up here, skip all these metal pyramids, as well as this ice guy. If I could get out of the ice, I would be very happy. And we just need to get outside, I believe. Because right out here should be the second to last boss we have to fight. And who is it? I probably should have guessed Marth. You know, just from like process of elimination and the fact that we just fought Ike. Alright, come here. Come here, Marth. No, not grab me. You don't even have your melee grab. How could you grab me like that? You didn't even have your grab that you could, like, grab from halfway across the stage. Whoops. But that's that boss fought, and I think... No, I don't think we need to fight Ridley again. Who is the last boss we need to fight? We've already fought Meta Knight, which is the other character I would assume would be here, but we've already fought him. I forget who this boss is. To be fair, I've forgotten like every boss that we fought so far, so this is not different at all. Oh, Ganondorf. Oh, well, this is thematic as hell. Although, I think I might lose this fight. It should be fine. Come on. I kind of want to win this fight just so I could say I won the fight with Ganondorf with Link. Come on. I am winning. However little that is. Oh, that was the perfect opportunity. There we go. I think that's it. I missed my chance. It was right in front of me. But with that being said, all the characters are gone and the door has opened. So let's go ahead and walk through. All right, it is time for the final battle, and Sonic has joined the team. I'm going to use him because it is the final battle. Kind of hard to use him after that. But then I get to pick 5 more characters. I think I want Lucas, Samus. I'm actually picking these characters because this fight can be kind of difficult. Mr. Game & Watch, Pikachu, and the Ice Climbers. Yes, that's what I'll go with. But Sonic, he is ranked 22 out of 38. This fight is actually kind of difficult, so it might be difficult for me to completely talk about what's happening. But Sonic, he is most known for the most obvious thing, his speed. Sonic also has a really good recovery with his spring on top of already having a decently good jump, which actually just makes him really good at survivability. He is a lightweight, which kind of makes sense because he is the fastest character in the game. They can't make him a heavyweight being the fastest character in the game. But with that being said, he has a lot of combo potential and is actually really good at racking up damage. What he's not good at is has almost 0 finishers. He's gonna dodge this again. Sonic also, because he's so fast, is really good at doing grabs. Just being able to... Is this a big one? Why did I run through it? Nope, that's bad. I thought that was an insta-kill, if I'm being honest. That's why I reacted that way. Ooh, even more damage. Am I gonna take out Tabuu with just Sonic. I was not expecting this to happen. Because Tabuu is usually really difficult, and this is an insta-kill move, as you can see. And no, I'm not going to kill him with just Sonic. But I do want to keep talking about Sonic, because there's a little bit more to talk about. Specifically, the fact that, like I said, anything that revolves speed, he is one of the best characters at it. So being able to run up and do a quick grab, he's really good at that. He's really good at edge guarding, mostly because of his recovery being just insane. He's really good at, like I said, racking up damage, which allows him to be a really good match for this fight, actually, now that I think about it. Because you don't have to finish Tabuu, you just have to hurt him enough for him to lose himself. Sonic's other big thing is he has pretty poor reach, but with that, it is the end of the Great Maze. And I believe as soon as I hit this next button, there's going to be a cutscene, so I'm going to remove my model and hit the button. All right, and that is the game. I did not get to talk about Tabuu, like, at all. There's a couple things that you should be aware of when fighting Tabuu. The move where he goes to the back and make those 3, like, pulse waves, you have to dodge those each in rhythm, because if any of those actually hit you, it's an instant KO, as you saw with Sonic. I was only at, like, I think 60 something percent, and then I was at 184 and died immediately. You really want to pick characters that are pretty quick and are able to do fast multi-hitting attacks for that battle, which is why you saw that I picked basically all of those characters that could do that. Those characters are just really good at actually racking up a lot of damage, which technically you could probably beat it a little bit faster if you used all the heavyweights. But it would be a lot harder, because it's a lot harder to dodge the moves, because Tabuu is actually really quick. While this final thing is going as well, I just want to talk about how I think the Let's Play has gone. I think that, I believe at least, from me editing all the episodes and coming up with all the topics and all of the research and everything, I think, or I believe, that I have actually gotten at least marginally better at explaining things and carrying on topics throughout even difficult parts. Like the Great Maze is very, one, confusing if you don't know what you're doing, and 2, it's very long and it's very easy to get distracted from all the boss fights. But I think it all went decently well. I like how the Let's Play actually turned out. I think that it was just a fun, small little game in between longer projects that I'm working on. Speaking of which, I have another project that I'm already working on that will be coming out within the next 2 weeks or so. Um, but with that being said, I think I'm just going to allow the rest of the credits to play. So I will meet you back once the credits are finished. All right. And that is the end. So I hope that everyone enjoyed watching. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We are going to be doing one bonus episode because there is a little bit more to do in this game. But until then, happy adventuring.